What's going on?
Hey, son. What are you working on?
Nothing.
Ah, brother, you could tell me. I could keep a secret.
It's a surprise.
A surprise, huh?
Well, it's for you. So I really can't tell you.
Let me guess. Is it more of that, delicious jerky?
If I told you, it wouldn't be a surprise. So you're just gonna have to wait. So in like a few weeks, just check your mail.
All right, brother. I'll take your word for it. Did you get those videos from Matt?
Matt? Matt who?
Matt.
Well, that's what I'm asking. Matt who?
Matt!
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, I got him. Yeah, Matt from Creepy Emporium Props and FX. Yeah, sorry about that. My mind's been somewhere else lately.
All right, brother. Can't wait to see what that surprise is coming. I'll talk to you later, brother. Peace.
What am I doing?
Howdy, y'all. This is Matt with Creepy Emporium Props and FX. Today we're down here in my shop. Let's see what we can get into. Now, we're on to the real props. The stuff that I'm known for. These killer ass chainsaws right here. There ain't nothing more screen accurate than this bad boy right here. And right now y'all are probably saying you can't believe what you have your eyes on. But this is not what I'm talking about. This is where I started. On a serious note, let's look at the cool shit. We're gonna start. This is one of the first saws I ever made. Real saws. Outside of that one, after I met Brett and saw what a real saw looks like. Made my first attempt. It's a flat top, small bar, infrared grill. You know. Not sure. Yeah, you know. Ain't the best. It's okay. You know. Move on to my new and improved flat top. Right here. This is done with a lot of hours of looking at reference photos, watching the film. Now obviously I couldn't get the right bar, they're pretty hard to find, but I'm happy with it. I sculpted these grills, you know, built the handle on the inside also. Really tried to match as much as I could. And I'm pretty happy with the way it came out. And we'll stay on the Evil Dead 2 train. And let's go to what I would consider my baby. This is my Evil Dead 2 prop top. It's no Chris Pollock, but I like to say I did pretty damn good for my kick at it. You know, I did try to get it. I got the slight bend here. I had to make my own cuff with what I could find. Tried to get as many of the miscuts in there as I could to be accurate as possible. And this is just one of my favorite saws I made right here. It's my grill I sculpted. My favorite, probably my favorite one besides the next one I'm about to show y'all. These are all fully wearable too. Alright, now we're to the Army of Darkness saw. Takes this one off the one they had in the museum. For, I think it was Bruce Rama. One of those events, I'm pretty sure. And also I added some stuff I like to it too. It's pretty, I think it's pretty close. I got a lot of the extra, holes drilled in it from, being repaired, modified, all that, in between films. I made the shackle for it, all that. Also sculpted the grill. Have the gaps in there like the one they show. Tried to replicate the scratches the best I could. It's also my grill. One of my favorite looking saws. goes between the Evil Dead 2 and this one. Probably my favorites. And let's move on to my first Ash vs. Evil Dead saw. It's not 100% accurate, but it was a start. This is the second saw I've ever made. Use resin parts on the motor pieces and stuff like that. Brett makes killer videos, but we all know that. That's why we're watching these videos. So I used his videos to help me learn how to make these guys. Then kind of went on my own because I want to have my own version of them. This is another one I never got around to finishing. Somebody hooked me up with this grill. I think they know who it is. Really appreciate it. This is another body. I just need the bar added to it. It's pretty much there in the gas tanks. We also have Ruby's life cast of her face for three very cool projects. One of them I can't talk about, top secret, and I'm not even clear to know about it. So what we do is, we'll take this, if we do an alginate cast, and we'll make a mold, and we'll cast the resin positive so we can sculpt whatever we want. If we want to turn it into a monster, we sculpt it on there and make a mold, and it will fit her face perfectly. This is probably one of the coolest pieces that I own in my collection for Evil Dead wise. This piece is from Hammond Sculpt. He did an amazing job. It's absolutely fucking creepy if you forget about it when you come downstairs and the lights are off, because those eyes, they're not glow in the dark, but you can fucking see them. It's an amazing piece. Anyone that owns ones, they'll agree with me. It is really, really good. So if you're ever thinking about picking up one of his pieces, don't even question it. It's going to be immaculate. It's worth the money. It's a beautiful piece. Every detail, right down to the hanging skin, the wig. It's really, really beautiful. Then we'll move back to this Groovy cover from Brett. One day I will get around to finishing it. Now I bought this gauntlet from eBay. I think the person I bought it from is also a member of KOS. It's a pretty cool piece. I like that one a lot. Then you have the Army of Darkness Necronomicon. I cannot remember the sculptor to save my life right now, but I did paint this book and bind it. Obviously I didn't finish binding it. I don't have pages for it yet. Then this is the burn book from Evil Dead 1 from Painting Patron Sculpting. Hopefully I said that right. Yeah, I did paint this book. I don't know why it got so dark over the months, but his sculpt is absolutely amazing. Yeah, between him and Brett, we finally got the perfect books from the first movie. And I love it. But these are my Evil Dead 2 collection. And 1. And Army of Darkness. I also have these two guys from the Ash vs. Evil Dead show. Picked these guys up for a good price. They were sold. And I bet you're asking yourself, how do I know that they're actually in there? Well, with it being a sealed product, you don't ever really want to open them, But, so the mystery will always be there. I don't know if they're in there or not. I may never know. I could have a sack of rocks in there for all I know. But the boxes look pretty cool. Favorite Evil Dead piece I've made. Evil Dead 1 is my favorite film out of all of the whole franchise. This piece was a lot of fun to make, and Brett is completely correct. You do have to eat a whole lot of chicken to make this happen. A whole lot. But it's worth it in the end, and at least chicken tastes pretty good too. But the royal bones really pop on this piece, especially when they're mixed in with the kit bones. If you do a really good paint job. I know mine isn't 100% accurate, but this is a project I will revisit in the future because it was such a fun one. One of my favorite things I have made in my whole collection of stuff I've built. Really, sorry about that. Really nice. Get a long shot. And now we'll move on to my favorite deadite of them all.
Jason fucking Voorhees.
Yeah, you know it, Jason. The best fucking deadite, in my opinion, there is. And if you don't think he's a deadite, did you even watch the movies? But anyways, this is part 8 suit I was talking about earlier, where I sculpted these pieces here onto my life cast. Also made the glove, you know, I went for the real slimy sewer look. And this is my take on part 8 because I thought they did a pretty boring job. So I like to add big open sores, bloody sores, and bone protrusions. You know, I just wanted to do something different besides what everyone else does with the character. You got the stomach pieces showing, the shoulder, then you also got the leg prosthetic. Then, as we're on the table, we'll look at it. So these are blanks. I paint blank hockey masks. These are from top-notch hot replicas. Tim's one of the best in the business. This is from my part 7 mold. This is the fiberglass mask I showed you earlier. This is the part 8 that I like to wear at conventions that I've done. It's also signed by Kane. And these are just some of the select few. I do do masks for pretty much all the films. This is basically just want to show y'all a little bit. You know, we got Jason X with the thick straps. And we do have a resin version of Jason X on the way. And we are currently sculpting part 6 to start making in resin. It's not really in a state to show right now, or I would totally show it off to you. But yeah, I'm also mainly known for Friday the 13th. These are my 1-to-1 Jason Voorhees bust collection. All the hockey masks were painted by myself, except for this Uber mask down here. This was done by Darbs Designs. He did a great job on that one. Really nice mask. But all the latex masks are done by New Kind of Fear Customs. Topher does great work. The resin ones, they're from Scareware, like this Jason X pre-Uber. And the Jason Takes Manhattan. Then down here, we have a wearable hood from J3 Studios that has had this mask propped up on for now. And we have this really cool metal surgical machete from Jason X. It's a really hard piece to get. Super cool though. So I'll do a run through with the mask on all of them, then I'll do another run through without. Gonna move on to a new item I plan on offering later this year. And these are my Freddy gloves from the Nightmare on Elm Street series. These are my templates I made for the blades for Nightmare 1 and 3. I also wanted to show some of the rough cut blades, you know, after I cut them out of sheet metal before I polish them. Make them look decent like that one. These are a little weathered. I don't have any fresh polished ones. This is a Nightmare 2 glove I'm working on. Got the blade break. I still gotta drill some holes in it and make the back plate for it still. Then on all my gloves, I am fixing this problem with them. I'm gonna get rid of the plastic tab. I'm gonna get the cap, the metal cap straps. I already have those. I just haven't made the leather for none of these gloves yet and sewed it back in to make it correct to the film. Then I also have my Nightmare 1 glove. These are all concept gloves right now. I'm still going through the design phase. So hopefully I'm done with the concept stage soon and I can start offering these. They're not perfect, but I think they're really cool. It's a different pace for what I normally do. I can't wait to get these finalized and out there. I want to do a little movement video. Let's see. I articulate pretty well. Go check out some other cool shit. This is a little bit of other stuff I collect. This is a table topper from Halloween Horror Nights down in Orlando. We go to that event every year and we actually got a hold of one of these guys, which is really cool. And here's a couple signed masks I have. And I got my signed NECA glove, or Ruby's glove, from Robert Englund. And this came from Kane Hodder's personal collection. I bought it off of him. It is a movie mold hatchet. The same one, same style he used in the movie hatchet. He also signed it as Victor. Really cool piece.
Thanks for hanging out with us today and checking out our shop. I'm Matt with Creepy Emporium Props and FX. You can check us out on Facebook and Instagram. And most importantly, remember, Jason's a Deadite. I mean, stay groovy.
What is up, Evil Dead fans? I want to thank Matt and Ruby from Creepy Emporium Props and FX. They're on Instagram and they're on Facebook. Here's their Instagram right here. And I want to thank them for showing their incredible collection and also the props that they build from Evil Dead, Jason Michael Voorhees, the #1 Deadite of all time. I know some people don't like that. And also Freddy Krueger and much, much more. If you're looking for something like that, go find them on Facebook and Instagram. They do incredible work, as you've just seen. Now, usually this is the time where I have a video leading into the next episode, but there's some things I need to talk about. First and foremost, this is the last season of the Rest in Peace series, but we're gonna have a full feature film at the end of this. So get excited for that. We have a big cast, new people coming in, some old people coming in from last season, and just because we're not having a season 3 doesn't mean we're gonna have another movie next year from the conclusion from this movie at the end of Rest in Peace season 2. So that is in the works. There's things rolling around of what we're gonna do. So get excited for that. I am gonna do some build videos. I am gonna show off some of the stuff that I'm building for this movie that we're gonna do. And also, I wanna thank all the people that are involved with this finale, this movie that we're doing, because they're all working their butts off making costumes, making props, and helping out everywhere that they can. So I want to thank them. I will do some videos showing some of the stuff off that I'm building, but I can't show everything off. So get excited for that. So more build videos. And also, after the movie, I think what's going to happen is I'm going to do a giveaway. Now, something like a scavenger hunt where I list off a bunch of questions. I've done this before, list off a bunch of questions involving season 2. So like a scavenger hunt. So I could ask a question, oh, what was the video playing in the background during this scene? Things like that. So I don't know if it's going to be for specific props or if it's going to be for a big box of just a bunch of the props, because I'm really not keeping any of it. So a lot of that stuff's going to be given away. So get excited. This is the last season for the Rest in Peace series, and I have a lot more guests to come. So get ready for that. Till next time, you guys stay groovy.